What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a quick little video I'm gonna shoot for you today, and what I have for you today is 5 fragrances that I think are straight bangers under $30. Let's get right to it. The first one on my list is from the house of Abercrombie and Fitch, and it is First Instinct Extreme. And this one can be had for, this is a 1.7 ounce and it's under 25 bucks. I think I paid like $19.99 for it, as a matter of fact, and I picked it up at TJ Maxx, I think. I have First Instinct and First Instinct Extreme, and I like the Extreme a little bit better. I'm not sure why. I think it's a little bit smoother, a little bit richer. Very fruity, very playful fragrance with something in it that makes it very masculine. It is a blue type of scent, not a whole lot different from Blue de Chanel or well, really closer to Dylan Blue, but it's different. It's different enough that you should definitely pick this up. I'm not saying that this smells as good as Dylan Blue, but it's not as expensive as Dylan Blue either. Like I said, this is $19.99, and it's a nice bottle, and this is the 50 ml, and that is Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct Extreme. Decent performer. I get about an hour and a half of projection out of it, which is good on my dry skin, and maybe 4 hours of longevity. And again, on my dry skin, that's about as good as it gets. Okay, another one. Inexpensive banger from the house of Guess, and this is Guess by Marciano. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, Marciano. Guess by Marciano. And I sprayed a little bit of this one on just to remind myself. And what you get out of this fragrance is a smooth, creamy violet leaf. Sweet, it settles down when it in the dry down. This, what you get is a sweet, soft, projecting sandalwood type of smell mixed with that violet leaf, and it's quite pleasing. I think this would make a decent office scent. Pretty good date night scent. It's not an overpowering fragrance. It's not one that they're gonna smell you from across the room. It's one that they're gonna have to come into your person to smell. And this one is extremely cheap. For the 100 ml bottle, it's $19.99. And I think I picked this up at my Burke's outlet. I hadn't talked about Burke's in a while because here lately I hadn't been able to find anything hardly anywhere. But this is a great smelling fragrance. Again, this is Guess by Marciano. Great smelling violet leaf fragrance. It is not the best performer in the world, but an hour and a half of projection, if that. I'm gonna say 3 to 5 hours of longevity, but it'll get you through a nice date night. If you wear it to the office, you're gonna have a decent pump fake, but I do think it will make a good office scent because it's not gonna run anybody out of the room. But when they come into your circumference, especially if you hit the back of the neck, bam, bam, maybe one to the chest or the elbows, the wrist, you know, I would go heavy on the sprays on it and see how that worked. But it does smell good. It will have you smelling good. And again, it's easily under 30 bucks. You can pick that. I'll show you the bottle one more time. You can pick this up for $19.99 easily, and I think it's worth that. Especially if you like the thought of a violent leaf fragrance with a sweet note to it, which is a little rare. If they had made that a better performing fragrance, man, it's no telling what that one would have turned out to be. Okay, another one that is easily under $30 that I think is a gem of a fragrance, and that's Lacoste La Homme. I picked this up. I want to say I got this at Marshall's, and it was $29 for this 100 ml. That smells so good. But I know you can get the 1.6 or I think it's 1.6 ounce from, I think, Fragrance X for $21 or $22. But I got mine from Marshall's for $29, and that's why it makes this list. Now, what you get with this fragrance right here, man, is a citrusy rhubarb type of fragrance. And I think this is a great office scent because it's subtle. It's not loud. It's just a great smelling fragrance. It's sort of fresh. You know, the citrus is in it, make it fresh, but then that rhubarb just gives it a nice sweetness. That smells good. I really enjoyed it. I wore this a lot this winter, and it never really got that cold here this winter. I mean, we had a few cold days, but it was a very mild winter. And I wore this, I'll say a lot for me. And I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. This is one I wear a lot this summer too because it's just got that freshness to it. I don't know if it's the rhubarb in it or what, but it's a nice, fresh fragrance. Any age group can pull that off too, but I do think that is a great office scent. Again, performance on it is not beast mode. It's not a beast mode performer at all. I got about roughly between an hour and a half to 2 hours of longevity. I'm sorry, between an hour and a half to 2 hours of projection, 4 to 6 hours of longevity, and that's about all I get out of the average fragrance. There are a few that do better, but for the average fragrance, that's about all I get. Even when I lotion and moisturize, and I drink a ton of water, anywhere from a half a gallon to a gallon a day, and I just got dry skin. That's all it is to it. Next one needs no introduction. Bentley for Men Intense. I was late to the ball game on this one. This is a great smelling fragrance. I like it. A little boozy, spicy, leathery, a very sophisticated fragrance. This would be a great date night scent. If you wear this, she's gonna think you smell good. She's gonna like it. I could see this being a fall wedding scent at night. Just anything you have to do dress up. I would not wear this to the office because it is strong, and it's gonna reach out to some people. This is one that they gonna smell you from across the room. It's a monster projector, monster longevity. I sprayed that on. I probably could pick that up on my skin after close to 12 hours, and that's no joke. Now it was at night, and it was cool that night. I want to say it got down probably in the 30s that night. So I wasn't doing anything strenuous. Actually went to a hockey game, so I was in a controlled environment. It was actually cool in the hockey game, cool that night. Then I came home. I think I sprayed it on a few minutes to 7, like 6:45, and I could still smell it at 9 a.m. the next day. Now it wasn't, again, it wasn't jumping off of my skin. But I didn't have to dig to smell it. It was just simply just put the hand up to nose, and there it was. So it was very easy to tell that it was the Bentley. But this is not one that I think you would want to wear in the summertime, especially if you live in a climate where it's hot and muggy or during the day. If you wear this in the summertime, it needs to be in a controlled environment and probably at night. But if you jump on it now, if you don't have it, you could probably this is just the 1st of March, so you could probably get several days in March with it and several days in April, even where I live. So Bentley for Men Intense, great fragrance, and that's right at the $30 mark, like $29.99 is what I paid for it. So, there you have it. And last but not least on this list is something from a inspiration house, and it is from Kevin Holt's Sensual Obsession, and this is his version of Virgin Island water. Now, this just smells good, and it is 98% spot on to Virgin Island water. And the reason that I put this on the list, because that's a 100 ml, and it was like $50. You can get for $25 a 30 ml of that, and for that price, I mean, you're getting niche perfume extract. It smells good. Performance on it is good. Longevity on it is good. I actually bought this for my wife because Kevin sent me out a sample pack, and in that sample pack was this, and I let her smell it, and she absolutely went crazy. So we ordered it, and there it is. It came in 3 days. He sent me some more samples in the sample pack. I like dealing with Kevin, and here's why. I don't know any other company that I can message the owner and have the owner reply. And that's a big deal to me in this day of modern era where customer service sucks and they honestly don't care. All they care about is your dollar. You do get to deal with the person that actually cares about what he's doing and has a passion for fragrances. And you get a great quality product on top of that. Again, that is Virgin Island Water by Kevin Holt, Sensual Obsession. Performance on this is amazing. I get about 2 hours of 2 hours of projection on my skin, 6 to 7 hours of longevity, and on the wife, it's even better than that. So, go figure. When she wears it, you catch whiffs of it all day. And she has worn this. I think we got it Friday, and she's worn this twice. Today's Monday. She's worn this twice since Friday. So that tells you how good it smells. And she is not an easy person to please on this cologne stuff. Totally different from me. I'm not hard to please, but Again, 5 for the budget guy that wants to smell good. Abercrombie & Fitch, Fierce, First Instinct, good performance, decent performance, great price point, $19.99 for that 1.7 ounce. Lacoste, La Home, great smelling rhubarb citrus fragrance, $29.99. If you can find this at the box stores for the 100 ml, again, maybe more than 100 ml, at least 100 ml, $21 to $22 online for the 1.6 ounce. Great rhubarb fragrance, decent performance again on that one for what it is. Great office scent. Guess by Marciano, I hope I'm saying that right. $19.99. Rhubarb sweet scent, not rhubarb, violet leaf sweet, sandalwood type fragrance. Great for the guy that wants to smell different. Cuddle, it's more of a cuddle scent, not a monster projector. Special occasion, dressed up type fragrance for a budget. Bentley for Men Intense. Monster projection, monster performance. $29.99 at Ross. Not at Ross, at Burlington Coat Factory, places like that. Last but not least, Kevin Holt Sensual Obsession. You can get this in. This is the 100 ml. You can get this in a 30 ml for about 20 to 25 bucks, and I think it's well worth it. And that is Virgin Island water. Great for the upcoming spring. Laid back, casual, beachy. You can wear that from probably now to the rest of the year because it's fixing to get hot. Okay, guys, that is it. That is 5 fragrances that I have in my collection that are straight up budget bangers. That I think represent the man that wants to save some money very well and have you smelling nice. All right, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you for helping me reach that 500 sub mark and shooting right past it. And we're on our way to 600, then on our way to 1,000. So be sure to like, give me a thumbs up, share this video, find me on Facebook. Be active in the comments below because it means a lot to us little old YouTubers. Let us know what you think. If you have any of these fragrances, let me know what you think about them. Please be sure to share your comments below. It means a lot. And I guess I'm fixing to get off here. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and is having themselves a great Monday. Until next time, guys. Peace.